Look, I burnt my dishcloth. I burnt it the other day. Instead of using oven mitts, I used that. I got the pot. And, okay, Dumb and Dumber. Mommy's on camera. Okay? She gotta pay the bills. Fifi and Charlie are running around. He's been trying to hump her a lot lately. Not that that has anything to do with this video, but, you know, I'm not really sure what's going on. Anyhow, I hope everyone is doing well. I've been meaning to film this YouTube update for a while now, but I just haven't really been in the right mindset, and I wanted to make sure that when I came on that the smile that I had on my face was genuine and not forced, because I'm not really a fan of the forced smile, because I can see my smile when it's forced, and I don't like looking at it. Not that I like looking at my smile like I'm some sort of creep that like just but yeah, anyhow, I digress. Back to the purpose of the video. Hey! Stop it! Anyhow, we all know how obsessive I can become when it comes to food and all that other good stuff. And recently, about a month or two ago, I taught myself how to make quiche. And I have been genuinely obsessed with it ever since. And I'm sorry, they won't stop playing. It's hilarious. And I've been genuinely obsessed with it ever since. I make quiche probably every other week now, because it's so easy to make, and I decided that I would do a video. You know, one of the things I love about having this channel is that I get to show people like you out there watching just how easy certain food is to make. I mean, quiche does look a little difficult, but it's really not. It's a pie crust. I don't like it without the pie crust. You can make it without pie crust. I don't like it without the pie crust. I like the crust a lot. That does something for me, for my soul, actually, yeah. So it's pie crust, eggs, ham, green onions, red peppers, a red onion if you want, but really super simple ingredients, and you just mix them all into a bowl like this right here, and you pour it into the pie crust, and that's it. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to do that. I picked these up. These are not the ones I normally use, but I saw them and thought I would give them a shot, because I'm always trying to find different things, because the pie crust that I was using, it didn't seem to be crispy on the bottom, like it seemed a little soft. So I thought I would try these and see how it works out. But through the magic of video, I'm going to switch to another camera right now, and I'm going to show you the ingredients and how to make quiche. Okay, so we need to start with our pie crust. So they need to thaw. A really great way to thaw them is actually putting them on top of the stove while the stove is heating up. Let me just move my accoutrements off of there. So, just place them like that, just on top of the stove there. Make sure your stove is empty. It's happened. Stop judging me. So they need to thaw, and then they need to be put into the oven to golden up at 375. So, and by the time the oven actually hits the right temperature, they'll all be thawed. It's kind of great. Now, these are the ingredients here. My secret ingredient that only recently did I fall in love with is maple ham. There is something about the sweetness with the eggs that just tastes so good. So we'll actually put that over there as well. Let's do our eggs first. So 8 to 10 eggs. I'm doing two, so I think 8 eggs should be good, 4 eggs in each, because we're going to also put our filling. So I always envy people that can like crack the egg on the side of a dish and not get any like shell in, but I can't, so I don't try it. So I actually put 10 eggs in here, so that's what we're going to use. Ooh. And now we need half a cup of creamer, of whipping cream, so cooking cream. Why did I say creamer? Oh, maybe it's because my coffee's over there and I can smell it. Actually, I think we'll do a full cup, maybe just a little bit more. Get that in there, get that thick, juicy goodness in there. And then we're going to whisk that together. Make sure all your yolks are broken apart. I don't know why it took me a brain fart moment to figure out what I was doing there, what word I was looking for. But you know, as always, what matters is I'm pretty. I'm kidding. I'm more than just a pretty face sometimes, but not always. Some of these yolks are just not busting. Okay. There we go. So we're going to whisk that all together. I like to add, I put onion salt and garlic salt in everything. I don't know why, but I like it. I like to add just a little bit of onion salt and a little bit of garlic salt. Whisk that in together. And there you go. There's our base. Ta-da! There's our base that we're going to drop everything else into. Now, I bought this little contraption, and when it works, it's amazing. There's my shredded cheese. Oh, that just got all over the counter. That's okay. And we're going to use the whole brick. Oh, see. The lock every once in a while gives away. And now you just click the arm off, pull this out, get the last little bits of cheese off of there, and run this under hot water, and bam, all done. All of our cheese we're going to need. Now for the ham, I have a little bit of ham left over from a little while ago. Here. And we're going to slice it, and then we're going to slice it again. For the most part, that's going to be too thick, and because I cut it too thick originally, that's why we have to double cut it, because we want little tiny chunks in there. We don't want giant pieces of ham. And since we're using two different things of ham, i.e. a regular ham here that was in the fridge from before, and maple ham, we want to make sure that it's proportionate. You want a piece, Fief? Huh? Come and get it. Fifi, come on. Come on, this isn't skip the dishes. I don't deliver. Come here, sweet girl. Here you go. Fifi. Here you go. Now, one of my secrets to getting uniform sizes is I use scissors. And I'm always terrified of cutting myself. You know, when I was a kid, I was fearless. I climbed up mountain walls. I did all this stuff. And now, as an adult, I'm like, oh no, I might cut myself. Be careful. You're cooking quiche. I can smell the pie crust warming up. It smells so yummy. There we go. Some nice little uniform cubes. Now we'll open this package here, and we're gonna cut, obviously. Hold on 1 second. It's draining. Oh, the smell of maple ham is just so yummy. Whew. There we go. You don't have to use the whole thing. I mean, I do suggest using one whole thing when you're initially making it, but because I'm doubling in with the other kind as well, I don't think that we need to use the whole thing here. So we'll start with that, and we'll see if we need any more. I don't think we will, so we're just going to put that away actually. Ta-da! So I've actually never used regular ham with the maple ham. I've used one or the other. So I actually think that this might be a nice little like taste. Excuse me. And there we have our oven ready. So yummy. Also, one of the reasons I use scissors and not a knife is because I'm really not great at cutting stuff with a knife. Again, I'm terrified of like cutting myself, so yeah. Constant state of fear. Don't ask. There's our ham. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Now now I have a mini food processor. We're going to use this to dice up our red peppers and red onion. Oh, hello, coffee. Perfect. So we're just gonna, doesn't matter how you cut this, you can cut it all willy-nilly because the food processor is gonna do everything it needs to do to it once it's in there. So. And there we go. Just a little smaller. There we go. And now add the red onion. I don't add the whole thing. I use half of it and then I just put the other half in the fridge and use it for something else later. Ooh, this garbage bag is getting full. Perfect. That's the consistency that you should have right there. So, we are literally ready to make our quiche. How simple was that? Our eggs are already here. We're gonna just toss that in there. We're gonna give it a mix. That's our red onion and our red pepper. I use red onion in stuff because red onion is really rich in antioxidants, and so, well, antioxidants are good for you. So that's why I use them, and I feel like we may need a bigger bowl to finish mixing our ingredients here. Size. There we go. Whew. I may need to go buy some more pie plates just so we can make more, because I think we've made so much that it may not fit into two. And now we're going to put our cheese in there. Give that a good mix. Oh, yeah. I just found a chunk of onion. We don't want that. That might not taste very good. Okay. One thing I've learned the hard way is always rinse your whisk as soon as you're done using it, because once stuff hardens onto it, it is next to impossible to get off. So that is what your mixture should look like. Not bad, not bad, not bad. And now we're gonna puncture these and we're gonna throw them in the oven to toast. And then when we come back, I'm gonna show you what else to do. Okay. Our pie plates are done and they need to, oh, look at that. They need to cool. So we're gonna let those cool and then we're gonna turn the oven up to 450 because that's what our quiche needs to cook at. Here it is. This is our final step. We have let our pie crust cool. I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of these pie crusts. They don't look, I don't know, they don't look nice. I know, I'm so anal. Tell your friends. I'm going to use this, a little ladle, and we're just going to fill this up here. Try to get as much filling and egg as possible. You want it to be a mixture. You don't want it to just be filling because it's not going to turn out properly. So there's one. Oh my God, this is going to be so delicious. And I definitely should go and buy some more of these because I have all of that left. So yeah. So we're going to put these in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes. And I will show you what it looks like when it's done. It's ready. I'm going to take my little rack out of my toaster oven here because it helps with cooling. So if you don't have a cooling rack, but you have a toaster oven, there you go. Now, don't be afraid. I know it looks a little three-dimensional right now. When it cools down just a little tiny bit, it will actually flatten out. Ta-da! And that is how you make quiche. I let mine cool down for a good 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. But yeah, there you go. That's how you make quiche, folks. Well, there you have it. That's quiche. It's a little dark, however, that's okay. It's not a bad thing. It's not burnt. I just cut mine into 4s. And the really great thing about quiche is you can freeze it, and it's perfect when it comes back out of the freezer. Let's see with this. Ta-da! That is how easy quiche is to make. You can add a whole bunch of stuff to quiche. I've added broccoli. I've added peas. You can add a whole bunch of things, and it's amazing. I actually really like quiche with broccoli, but I didn't buy any this time, and I thought I would keep it simple since I was teaching all of you how to make it. But yeah, let's see. Oh my God. This is what heaven tastes like. I'm sure of it. If heaven were a food, it would be quiche. Yummy. So, as always, at the end of every single one of my videos, there's 3 things that you can do. You can comment down below, join the conversation, and let me know if you've made quiche before, or if you tried this recipe and it worked for you. Let me know the things that you put in your quiche, maybe like mushrooms or stuff like that. That can be kind of fun. Number 2, share this with your friends, family, and coworkers. And number 3, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I will catch each and every one of you on the flip side. Bye.